When I look at Google Leaks versus AI overviews, and so people are clear, what Google has introduced is that when you do a search like what is web design, instead of getting the listicle articles or generic content that you usually see, Google will have AI generated content. There was a story on the BBC website that claimed that the introduction of AI overviews, the internet will never be the same. What they highlighted was websites that had seen their traffic dramatically evaporate to the point where these companies actually had to cease operations because what they were doing didn't make sense anymore because they'd depended so heavily on search for traffic that this algorithm change destroyed their businesses. As a marketer, I look at creating this basic top of the funnel content, and all that stuff really doesn't matter anymore. And then you look at people who are starting to use generative AI, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude to answer those basic questions is completely changing. I guess from an SEO and content marketing perspective, what does this mean for marketers and content marketers? If top of the funnel content is, I'm going to use a dramatic word here, irrelevant or not as important, what kind of content should they be creating that is going to rank high and, as you mentioned, generate leads?
In my opinion, it comes down to what whoever's doing the SEO, whoever's doing the content marketing for your business should have been doing already, really. That is understanding what high intent prospects that need your offer, solution, service now, or that are comparing you to a common competitor in the sector, what specifically do they search for on Google when they're ready to have a sales conversation around that offer or checking you off against a common competitor? That is some of the quickest wins that you can get when it comes to SEO, both for B2B SaaS or service-based organizations. One of the best routes to do that is like getting super straightforward. What I did for my company, Breaking B2B, when we started earlier this year, and what I advise any other similar business to do is just fire up a Google sheet, quite literally list out what are the main offers that we want to be selling, what are our kind of core offers, our high ticket offerings, whether that's tech based, whether that's service based. Secondly, who are the main audiences we want to serve? What are the main industries that we've historically sold well into? What are those industries that have the expensive problem we fix, appreciate the impact of that problem, but most importantly, actually have cash to invest in the offer, because we don't want to target folks that aren't going to be able to afford our solution. That's one of the first things. So I'd list out all our main offers and then all the main industries we want to be serving. Secondly, I would make a list there of all our top 10 or so competitors. If you're in tech, then you can go onto a site like G2 or Capterra or whatever paid review sites relevant to you, but you'll probably know a lot of these already. So if you're in the, for example, if you're in the calendar booking space, it might be Calendly, Chili Piper, Revenue Hero, HubSpot meetings, all the usual suspects. The last exercise I'd probably encourage you to do when you're on that Google Sheet exercise is to also list out what I call jobs to be done of your target prospects. What is the problem that your target clients face when they get to that real struggling moment when they're trying to do something in-house or internally, or they're trying to do a solution themselves, where they realize this isn't helping me at the progress I need to make. I need to look up another solution to get this job done in a better way.